ladies and gentlemen, we're about to read to you a story from the book Stories of Don Bosco. Is that the title of it? By Pepin. Please, son, get on with it. It's already 9:30. Perhaps even past 9:30.
Oh yeah, it's past 9:30. Never mind. It's
9:20, alright. The sun is going down earlier. I need to go to sleep earlier. Show me the cover of the book since you removed the... No, don't rip it off. Just give it to me.
I didn't remove it. It came off.
Alright, it came off easily. I want to show the cover of the book. Stories...
And these are tightened.
Stories of Don Bosco. By Peter Lapin. A patron book, Don Bosco Publications. Alright, sir. Let me... Oh. No, I'll just slip. I learned how to make them so I could reuse the book covers or change them and put a new one on. Don Bosco, the storybook saint. This delightful book is filled with stories of Don Bosco, Saint John Bosco, miracle worker, apostle of youth, and founder of two of the largest religious orders of men and women in the world. One of his students was Dominic Savio, the popular teenage saint. These stories, selected from the hundreds of anecdotes which crowd this remarkable man's life, were selected for their interest and readability. They trace the life of St. John Bosco from his earliest years to his death, and through the events of his life, bring out in vivid fashion the development of his character and spirit. Readers of all ages will find these stories told by a master storyteller highly entertaining and instructive. Alright, sir. Here you go. Yes, I'll have to make a new one. Perhaps you... my days are numbered, son. Know what that means? That means that I'm preparing to die. You should do the same. You should prepare to die so that don't waste your time while you're here on earth. For instance, I saw a lady of my friend in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. I should be doing more than she is, right? And if I don't do it, I could end up in that wheelchair by not moving my body, not being... A body of water has to move, otherwise the water becomes stale and it's not good for drinking. I heard that the Dead Sea receives water, but it doesn't have a place to continue. So it all stays stagnant, I think is the word.
So it keeps rising?
No, because it evaporates also. And there was also in Tai Chi Chuan the story about fluid water, flowing water, does not grow stale. So if you learn to move your body slowly, right, like the ocean waves, relaxed all over the place, then your body will not become stiff like when you are dead.
Really?
You've seen babies, they can put their head, their foot all the way to their forehead? Yes. But later we become stiff. And then old people that die, anyone that dies, they become super stiff. Office jobs, yes, sedentary lifestyle. I don't want that for you. I want you to be more active than that.
Today, I was learning about the shift and left shift, right shift,
Yes.
and yeah, others. But the right shift is hard to reach, and so is the thing where you're supposed to reach with your ring finger.
Mm-hmm. W?
No, bottom.
Q?
The bottom.
Oh.
Like, this is the keyboard, so you have
Yes.
to reach down.
Yes. X?
Or no, it's
Something.
the middle finger.
Okay, X or something.
It's Z or something, or like...
Z, X, something.
something
The letter
like-
C.
C.
All right.
C, it's C. So you have to like reach down and it's super hard because like
Mm-hmm.
you have to like lift your whole hand. So it's easier just because your pointer finger. And to reach the shift, I have to like move my whole hand.
Correct, son. So that's why take what is useful is what Bruce Lee said. There are other keyboards that were invented that people
yeah,
said
that
they
or
can
something.
defeat the regular keyboard, which
'Cause,
is
like,
known
the
as
split-
QWERTY. QWERTY. QWERTY, yes. Well, this is the first time I hear it. I thought it was QWERTY. It's QWERTY, huh?
There's like QWERTY and I forgot the other name.
Well, the other keyboard, another keyboard, some of them can defeat the speed, right? But like I didn't teach you spelling because now there's a spell finder and things like that.
Spell check.
Spell check.
That's what you were cooking? I was wondering what you were cooking. Wait, who likes to?
Take one for the dog, please. Or give me one. I'll give it to Mimi. Come on, she's following you from the kitchen there. Mimi,
Mom, she didn't red meat earlier.
that's uncooked.
That's kind of cool.
So I didn't want you to be the #1 student in everything. Therefore, I left out several things like science. I left out spelling. I left out other things.
But you included math?
Well, it's because I knew the math that I was teaching you. Please go wash your hands now. Welcome back. I was wondering where you were. You found some more food?
Yeah.
I figured.
Fruit! That grandma got
Can
me.
you eat them after you read the story?
I thought you were talking about.
I was talking about something. The first thing that came to mind is cockroaches. I saw you hitting the bed sheets to remove the small pieces of meat.
Now,
Mm.
I was reading an article
Mm-hmm.
that said, you think Japanese is hard? Most people do. Except
No, I
for
don't
Japanese.
think so.
No, that's what it said. Most people do, except for Japanese.
Mhm.
But it's actually pretty simple because it has a bunch of words that are from English, like table. I don't know. It was like vocabulary. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Japanese,
I just read the beginning.
I found out it. I didn't study it, but I did notice that I was able to pronounce words. Akira, Toyota, Mushimoto, something like that. All of these words I'm
Hi.
able to. I. Is it Thai?
Hi.
I thought it was I.
Hi. H-A-I.
Oh, arigato.
That's it.
So it sounds like it's a phonetic language. Phonetic would be like Spanish. Spanish, pájaro, bird, pájaro. It stays the same. the letter P stays the same, the A stays the same. It doesn't become like dad, father, cake. Those are three different ways of dad. Of the letter A, rather. Alright, go wash your hands again, son.
I spilled a bunch of juice in my shoes.
So you see, that's why we need somebody to... That's why we have rules. No eating in the bedroom.
No, I spilled it when I opened it. These are so hard to open that when you open it, it spills. Because they're like packed with like juice.
That's right. That's why we need a housekeeper. Alright, so welcome back again.
Take 3. I found this yellow awesome pencil that was like sharp. Alright.
You know, little children don't know certain things. Like a pencil, Kevin got off the bus and dropped a pencil. He pulled out something. Oh yes, his umbrella. He pulled out his umbrella, dropped his pencil, and took 5 steps. I told him, look, you dropped your pencil. Meanwhile, a little girl walks up to it and says, this looks just like my pencil. What she doesn't realize is that those yellow pencils, there must be millions of those, right?
Yeah.
I think most people have one of those.
Yeah, almost everyone, especially around schools.
But little kids don't know that. They think that's the only pencil. Alright, sir, please read about Don Bosco.
Who got this?
The book?
No, but
I don't know, sir.
okay. Now, Don Bosco life.
Bound Don Bosco for life. It's probably dealing with his disciples.
After this, Charlie appears frequently in the life of Don Bosco, who at first places him in the bookbinder to learn that trade. Oh, that's a weird way to end the sentence, don't you think?
To learn that trade.
Alright. Later, along with 3 other boys, he was allowed to wear a soutane in order to have more authority with the boys, making him one of the first of Don Bosco's clerics. The occasion earned a page in the family chronicle, not only because it was a first, but also because of what happened during the modest banquet in his honor. When the main course of meat was brought to the table, one look at it told the diners that there was something odd about both the color and the smell. A quick check revealed that the cook had boiled the meat together with the coffee in the coffee pot.
Whoops.
Don Bosco, however, suffered a setback when Charlie found the study of Latin too much for him. He left the oratory and married. Charlie, I remember that kid. Nevertheless, he still remained devoted to Don Bosco. He turned out to be a happy soul with the gift of being able to entertain, a gift which Don Bosco frequently made use of and earned for him the title of Minstrel of Don Bosco. Once he read in the local newspaper that Don Bosco had been thrown into prison. Even this seemed possible during the dark days of the government's persecution. Arriving at work one day, he had barely put on his apron when the other workmen taunted him with the report that his Don Bosco had finally been exposed and would have to pay the penalty for his misdeeds. Not caring how he was dressed, Charlie rushed out of the workshop and ran to the oratory. "Where's Don Bosco?" he cried. "Where are you going, Charlie, dressed up in your apron?" he was asked. "Where's Don Bosco?" was all he could say. "There he is." At that moment, Don Bosco had just finished Mass and was coming out of the sacristy. Scarcely believing his eyes, Charlie ran up to him and touched him as if to make sure that he was not dreaming. Once he was certain that Don Bosco was unharmed, he broke into tears of relief. Some time later, he presented Don Bosco with a beautifully bound series of books. having bound so many books for you, he said. Pray that I remain bound to you in the book of life. You'll be the minstrel of the Salesians until you reach 70, Don Bosco assured him. Although Don Bosco had said this partly as a passing remark, Charlie took it to heart and kept repeating it to the others so often they grew tired of hearing it. Toward the middle of January 1902, he fell ill. Since the illness did not appear serious, his friends consoled him by telling him that he would soon be up and once more delighting the oratory with his songs and verses. I will not return to the oratory, he said. In January, I'll enter my 70th year, and Don Bosco told me that I would play the minstrel until my 70th year. It's time for me to prepare myself. On January 27, 1901, one day after he had entered his 70th year, and because of Don Bosco's warning, well prepared for the final step, Charlie passed away.
Amazing, right? Charlie knew when he would die. But some people would say, oh, he just created that in his mind that he would die. Like, this is called suicide by autosuggestion.
Mind over body.
Mind over body, or suicide by the brain. It's like you start thinking certain things. Like, there was one person that had this gift to make you feel like you're solid and strong and you're standing on two chairs. Your head is on one chair, your feet are on the other, and your body is solid, right? But there was a person that has this gift. But when he did this to this one client, the client died.
What? Because they didn't believe?
And then the man is crying because he didn't want the person to die.
Oh, because they broke their neck?
No. He fell asleep until he stopped breathing. You know what a hypnotist can do?
Yeah.
Yes, hypnotist. So this person was a hypnotist, and it's on YouTube. He starts crying in Spanish. He starts crying when he sees that the person has actually died. Mind over matter.
In the amazing world of Gumball, Gumball, the cat, he can like move his bodies around, but he does it only to like compete with Darwin, his pet fish. Like they could both do it. Mind over body, something like that. And like he would get sick, like extremely sick. In one episode, there was a virus that could talk, and it was haunting him because he switched to some of his words. Anyways, so it was attacking him. He got sick, but all he had to do was like sneeze the virus out.
I see.
Amazing. So like, and also he would like use his tail to like.
Mind over matter. Now, in Charlie, I want you to be wholly like Charlie, but not moved. Be like a mountain. In the sense that Charlie ran and said, "Where's Don Bosco?" Right? He was alarmed. Correct?
Yes.
So, it's possible you will hear the news, Daniel is in jail, or Daniel's in prison. You understand?
Yes.
What is your duty? What should you do every hour? Do what you should do. Do your duty. Serve God. If you serve God, do you feed the body He's loaning you?
Yes.
Do you remember Tolstoy? What did Tolstoy say?
He said,
The 3 questions by Tolstoy.
oh yeah.
Who is the most important person?
Most important time.
And what's your most important duty?
Yeah.
So the most important person is
Person in front of you.
the person in front of you. The most important time?
Yeah.
Now, and your duty?
So God.
To serve the person in front of you. God put them there for a reason. We are like the clouds. We come and we, watch out, we come together and then we separate. I don't know when you and I will be separated. So do your duty. When I'm not here, now that I'm here, you should be doing your duty. When I'm not here, you should also be doing your duty. What is your duty? Give me examples of how you serve God.
You keep yourself healthy.
1,
What is my
2,
read the Bible and
3, and 4. Do it then, right? Everybody knows what they should do, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Try something. Put it in your eyes so that you can, like when you close this eye or whatever eye,
Mhm.
you close it and you can see through it. Then open both eyes up and focus on the hole. That'll be somewhere. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Great.
Super cool. Just open both eyes once you got it. So. Now open both eyes and focus on the hole. And look at the black. The black. No, don't close your eyes though. But
I
focus.
see the black.
It's weird, right?
Yes.
Like you're looking at two things at once.
It's almost like they're overlapping. One
Yeah,
eye is
and
seeing
like-
the actual
Yeah.
room, and the other one is just focusing, and I'm actually watching the paper, the tunnel. That you're holding.
Yeah, like I was like this eye is focused here,
Mhm.
while the right eye is focused on the inside, focusing where the point.
Oh, I wasn't just. I was noticing my orange shirt with the black. Something underneath it is black, but I was also noticing inside the telescope, the paper walls, cardboard.
Did you know that if you need glasses and you don't have them on you, just Derek has temporary glasses. You can use like a thing like this or like your eye. It'll like focus you. But the tighter space, the more your eyes have.
Yes, to see something farther away. That is correct. There were eyeglasses that had holes in them, and when you saw, you were able to see farther away. I had them. They were like a nail had gone through and poked all the eyeglasses, but they were made out of plastic and there was no glass. But they're still called eyeglasses. They were made out of plastic. They looked like sunglasses in a way, but they had a bunch of holes. And then when you put them, you were able to see the TV. If you're normally not able to see the faces or you were able to see it. We bought those from the TV commercial, or perhaps Walgreens. Another pair of the sunglasses was the blue blocker sunglasses, which made the grass look prettier. They blocked out the blue light. That was the commercial. But I had those too. Grandpa liked them.
Oh, can I read the article?
You're going to read to me? Alright. God bless you. Those that surround you, go do a good deed. Go help somebody by reading to them or cutting the grass.